Hey, good Monday afternoon, everyone. Real quick video update for you on this kind of cold and rainy day across the region. And we've had some mixed precipitation in some parts of our viewing area so far. So let's get right to it, show you what's going on. At 2:06 p.m., it is wet in Boardman with just wet roads. I came into work from Boardman today and had to flip on my wipers, but did not see any sleet pellets. There were some sleet pellets around 2:24 earlier. Didn't see any on my way in. Up in Niles, again, everything's just kind of damp. Storm Tracker 21 is colorful, that's for sure, but most of this is in fact light rain, with the occasional sleet pellets trying to be mixed in. Where you notice some of the purple colors in particular, that's where you might have a somewhat better chance of seeing some actual freezing rain. Again, the difference between sleet and freezing rain is just rain that's hitting the ground when the ground is at 32 or below. Sleet is not a liquid, it's more of a solid, kind of like a little tiny ice ball. That is a snowflake that melted on the way down, and then a little farther on the way down it refroze. It doesn't refreeze into a snowflake, it refreezes into a little pellet of ice. That's what sleet is. Now typically freezing rain is the more troublesome thing to drive on because it's ice. So the National Weather Service did extend the freezing rain advisory up into Mercer County about an hour ago. Not wild about them doing this, especially through tomorrow at 6 a.m. I think the threat for freezing rain is over by this evening. Let alone overnight tonight. Let me show you why here as we take a look at temperatures real quick. These are the current temperatures. I don't see anyone below freezing at any of our backyard reporting stations. 33s, 34s, it's a cold rain. 35 Newton Falls, Austintown, 35 Cortland, and over in Mercer County, same idea. Sandy Lake 33, Mercer at 34 degrees here in the 2 o'clock hour. And temperatures are actually going to keep rising all the way through tonight. Show you what I mean here as we go through time. Notice we're still seeing some rain by 5, 6 this evening with temperatures approaching 40. We'll get into the 40s this evening. It's going to rain at a pretty good clip for much of the night tonight. And by 9, 10, 11 o'clock, we're into the mid-40s. And even in Mercer County, where that freezing rain advisory is technically in effect until tomorrow morning, the threat for freezing rain is over by early this evening. It'll rain off and on throughout the night. It'll be warm. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with temperatures in the lower 50s, maybe even mid-50s. It's going to be a warm start. That may be about as warm as it gets all day tomorrow, maybe another one of those backwards days where temperatures actually fall as we get into the afternoon, and then we'll get a break from the raindrops until Wednesday. Pretty good slug of rain tonight. I think we could see a half an inch to perhaps an inch worth of rain in some parts of the region tonight. Still have a flood warning in effect for Eagle Creek and the Mahoning River up in the usual places in western Trumbull County that always tend to flood when we have rain. Lots to talk about on Weather for Weather Geeks this evening because we have a pattern change coming our way. It's a more wintry pattern. It's not going to be harsh and cold and awful like it was at times last winter, but it is a different pattern than the remarkably warm pattern that we've been in for December. So we're going to detail all of that, show you what's going on for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and we'll take a look at January and February as a whole and see where the climate models are taking us. They're starting to take us in more of a wintry direction. So it'll be interesting to look at that stuff on Weather Geeks this evening. I'll also see you tonight on TV on 21 News at 6 and 11. Have a great rest of this Monday.